Did you know that some of the most famous animals believed to have gone extinct were actually spotted after their last known photos were taken? While many of these creatures were underappreciated during their lifetimes, their final sightings offer a haunting glimpse into their last moments. These rare encounters, often more touching than photos, mark the very end of human interaction with these once magnificent species. In today's video, we'll explore 4 notable extinct animals and dive into the stories behind their final recorded sightings, revealing the eerie and emotional moments that followed their last photos. Stay tuned to discover these fascinating tales. The first animal is the Barbary lion, also known as the North African lion or Egyptian lion. It was a majestic feline that roamed the mountains and deserts of the Maghreb, from Egypt to Morocco. Celebrated for its impressive size and distinctive mane colors, the Barbary lion was often described as the largest of all lion subspecies. It first emerged around 100,000 years ago and flourished for most of its history. However, the introduction of firearms and hunting bounties in their habitat led to severe population declines. By the 1890s, the Barbary lion's numbers had plummeted, and sightings became increasingly rare. When they did occur, they were usually of solitary individuals rather than the once common groups. By 1925, only one photograph of a wild Barbary lion remained, marking a significant decline. The final blow came in 1942 when a French colonial hunter killed the last known Moroccan Barbary lion in the high Atlas Mountains. This was widely considered the official end of the wild Barbary lion. Yet, the story doesn't end there. In 1956, several witnesses reported seeing a large lion near Satif, Algeria. The lion watched the observers before vanishing into a forest, which was later destroyed during the French-Algerian War. This event is believed to have sealed the fate of the last wild Barbary lions. Today, around 80 to 100 Barbary lions live in captivity worldwide. Unfortunately, there's no way to verify if these captive lions are true Barbary lions due to the lack of wild counterparts for comparison. The legacy of the Barbary lion remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of wildlife and the impact of human actions on natural species. 3 clips for 3 sentences. At number 2, we have dodo, the flightless bird. While there is ongoing debate about whether the Barbary lion might still exist in some form, there is no doubt about the fate of the dodo. This flightless bird is undeniably extinct. The dodo has become a symbol of extinction and a frequent subject in pop culture. Endemic to the island of Mauritius, the dodo belonged to the Columbidae family, which also includes doves and pigeons. Despite its fame, much of its behavior remains a mystery. From the surviving reports, scientists infer that the dodo preferred woodland areas and fed on a diet of fallen fruits, nuts, seeds, bulbs, roots, and possibly shellfish. The earliest known accounts of the dodo come from Dutch sailors in 1598, who described the bird with a certain indifference. Their main focus was on the dodo's plumpness rather than its novelty. They noted that the dodo was fearless and easy to catch, although its beak could deliver a painful bite. Due to its large size and easy availability, the dodo quickly became a regular food source for sailors. Unfortunately, its plight was worsened by the introduction of invasive species such as dogs, pigs, cats, rats, and macaques. These animals, along with human hunting, had a devastating impact on the dodo population. Flash floods further contributed to their decline, and habitat destruction as settlers cleared forests for buildings only added to the pressure on the dodo's numbers. Additionally, live specimens were exported abroad, which further diminished their population. Interestingly, Despite the rapid decline in dodo numbers, their extinction went largely unnoticed at the time. The last confirmed sighting of a dodo occurred in 1662, less than 100 years after Europeans arrived on the island. This final sighting was by stranded sailors who encountered the flightless birds. Although the dodos were initially unafraid and even approached the sailors, they proved difficult to catch due to their surprising speed. Eventually, the sailors managed to capture one, which made a loud noise upon capture. This noise attracted other dodos, which were subsequently caught and killed. The nonchalant manner in which the last dodos were killed is a perfect reflection of their fate. The only unconfirmed sightings of dodos after this point come from the island's governor, who claimed to have hunted them until 1688. After this, no one has reliably reported seeing a dodo again. The extinction of the dodo serves as a reminder of the impact humans can have on vulnerable species. A similar fate befell the Steller's sea cow, a sirenian described by George Steller in 1741. The Steller's sea cow was native to the Commander Islands in the Bering Sea, located between Alaska and Russia. During the Pleistocene epoch, however, its range extended much further, encompassing the North Pacific. As the largest sirenian ever known, it was a truly gentle giant. Steller described the sea cow as a docile, social animal that fed primarily on kelp, lived in small family groups, and communicated with sighs and snorting sounds. This calm demeanor, combined with its extreme slowness and buoyancy that prevented it from fully submerging, made the Steller's sea cow an easy target for hunters. When Steller and his crew first encountered the sea cow, they were able to hunt one just a day after their discovery. The news of this remarkable creature spread quickly, attracting more sailors and fur traders to the region. Unfortunately, the increased human activity brought with it widespread hunting. With an already precariously low population estimated at around 2,000 individuals, the relentless hunting pressure soon decimated the remaining population. The Steller's sea cow was officially recorded as extinct just 27 years after its discovery, with the last confirmed sighting in 1768, when a lone individual was spotted by a hunter. The sea cow was seen swimming away from the hunter's boat and vanished before they could get a closer look. Although there were no more confirmed sightings after this, an intriguing but unconfirmed report surfaced in 1963. The USSR's official journal reported that a whaling ship had encountered a group of large marine mammals off Kamchatka, which closely matched the description of the Steller's sea cow. The crew saw 6 animals ranging from 6 to 8 meters or 20 to 26 feet long, with trunks and split lips, grazing on seaweed in shallow water. Despite this compelling sighting, the reported ability of these animals to fully submerge contradicted earlier observations. Following this encounter, no credible sightings have emerged, leaving the Steller's sea cow as a reminder of how quickly a species can be lost to human impact. Next, we will dig into the story of the great auk, a flightless bird that, despite once having a considerable population, could not escape extinction. The great auk inhabited the rocky, remote islands across the North Atlantic, including northern Spain, the Iberian Peninsula, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Ireland, Great Britain, France, and the Faroe Islands. Although it resembled a penguin, the great auk was not related to the penguins. It belonged to the Alcidae family, which also includes puffins and muras. Historically, the great auk coexisted relatively peacefully with humans. Early Europeans described the bird as calm, an excellent swimmer, and not easily frightened. It fed primarily on fish and had a stable presence until the 18th century, when its fate began. The great auk's down feathers were discovered to be highly desirable for pillow stuffing, leading to a surge in hunting. This demand extended to the bird's meat, oil, and eggs. The increasing human activity, including the use of breeding grounds as navigation markers by sailors, exacerbated the situation. By the early 1800s, the once abundant great auk started to become a rare sight. Museums funded expeditions to capture and kill specimens for preservation, which only worsened the decline. By the 1830s, the great auk was confined to a single breeding site, the Great Auk Rock in Iceland. However, a volcanic eruption submerged this island, forcing the birds to the even smaller and more isolated habitat. In 1844, 2 hunters hired to capture the last of the great auks killed a male and female and destroyed their eggs. Despite this, there was one final sighting in 1852 when ornithologist Henry Drummond reported seeing a lone great auk on the shores of Newfoundland. The bird, possibly searching for a mate, vanished as Drummond's ship departed, marking the last confirmed sighting of this tragic species. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the haunting final moments of some of the world's most notable extinct animals. From the elusive Barbary lion and the iconic dodo, to the gentle Steller's sea cow and the great auk, these creatures' last sightings offer a glimpse into their final days. Their stories remind us of the fragility of life and the impact of human actions on our planet's wildlife. If you enjoyed this exploration into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.